Hey guys, I don't know if you can hear the kids playing over in the park, but it looks like the kids are back in school, of course, here where we live in Lexington, Kentucky, and it looks like the sirens are all busting loose at the same time too. Anyway, I don't know about you guys, but I'm looking up and I'm trying to do so with joy in my heart and love instead of like a feeling of, you know, desperation or something, like Lord, come and rescue me now. And and I don't want to feel that way, guys. I don't. But I have to say it's been really hard this year not to. It's been the longest year and it's still going on many fronts. I mean, I've still got some health issues that are lingering and that I'm kind of dealing with. I don't speak about it very often because I just don't want to give it any power, but I do have an autoimmune disease that I've had for a dozen years or more, and it does make um, things a lot worse. Like I had the endocrinologist tell me one time. She said that I have Graves' disease and it's at a high level, and and so I'm awaiting like more than likely, surgery or radiation on that eventually. But I feel like that the Lord has sustained me this far, and I feel like that as long as it's His will to do so, that He will. But she had said it's kind of a cruel disease because it will find your weaknesses and exploit them. So if you have allergies, they're even going to be worse. Or if you have, any kind of like aches and pains, they seem to be worse. It's almost like a fibromyalgia type thing, and I'm like, hey, just add it to my list then. But it has been a long hot summer and hopefully then now that the kids are in school, I know that typically that breaks and the mornings start getting cooler and then, fall comes on. And but we're still in the summer and it's still, I think about what Jesus said about, you know, when you see these things, you know, happen, know that summer is nigh, even at the door. Speaking of summer is like the event, so to speak. And so, I will look up today and have joy in my heart and regardless of the trials that I'm going through right now, health wise, money wise, and everything else, because obviously we're still in the midst of trying to find, our next place as it looks like that the landlord has certainly not forgot about selling his place, but I think it'll be easier now that the children are back in school too, because most people have made a decision as to where they're going to be. Um, but guys, just pray for me, and that's really a prayer request that I just need your help. Today, if you have a moment, just think about old sister Kim and say, Lord, just help her and I'm sure, guys, that there's many of us feeling this way right now. I think especially those of us who contend for the gospel, and I think especially those of us who point out that Jesus is coming soon. Whether it's a pre-trib rapture or the gospel of grace, it they're the most two things that I suppose that people try to come against, and it's really not people, it's the spirit behind that. It's like that people want to be at odds with, because the world is at odds with the truth, and Jesus is the way, truth, and life. So guys, if I'm not on much, just know that I'm just kind of going through it right now, in a lot of ways, um, and I believe that it will be, soon that we will see, our redemption. I truly believe that, and it keeps me going too, guys. So it looks like we have a cloudless sky here today. So anyway, guys, I love you all, and hopefully we'll talk real soon.